Mom, stop it. I'm fine.
Hush. Thrud,
Loki!
I'm so glad you're both alive. You have no idea, and I'm sorry. Thor, he tried, you know? I'm sorry I couldn't do more. Nothing will fix what you're feeling. But I hope there's some comfort in knowing Odin's gone.
There absolutely is.
Loki, it was an honor to fight alongside a giant. Know that.
Will you stay here in Midgard?
For a bit? Then I've got something I need to find.
I'm working with Hildisvini to get the rest of the Asgardians to Vanaheim. To help rebuild.
Then I hope it can be a fresh start for them. And you. Oh, and Thrud. I hope you find what you're looking for. Good luck.
See ya, Loki.
Take care. Were either of your weapons damaged in the battle?
I think they're fine. Maybe a couple nips here and there.
Well, we can have a look at that later.
Huh, Lugan made it out. Good for him.
Oh, and if you could get this wood over to Brana's tent,
Skilder?
Loki! Hey! Glad to see the head injury didn't make you forget me. Did you have a head injury? Everything was a blur. Maybe that was someone else. Anyway, man, I'm really glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too. Looks like you're keeping busy.
I'm just happy to help folks. We're on track to have bedrolls for everyone, and your friend's wolves have been helping out with hunting. We should have plenty to feed everyone.
No shit.
No shit? And hey, thank you for everything. We wouldn't even be here without you and your friends.
Yeah, of course. I just wish we could have gotten more people out.
Loki, you did good.
Thanks, Skilder. Take care, okay?
Hey, you know me. Has anyone seen any extra blankets lying around? That snow might be melting, but it's still gonna be pretty cold in this place.
Oh, there he is. And one for the kid, too. Skull!
Here, here.
Skull, we wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. And Freyr's sacrifice.
It's true.
Well, we were just swapping our own Freyr fables.
Right, right. So where was I? Oh. When we met, I was expecting this warrior, this master planner, a born leader. The legend came before the man. But the man himself was very different. He won me over, though. He was just so damn kind.
I think it helped that he was handsome.
This is true. And incredibly charming.
All right, stop. Y'all are gonna make me start crying all over again.
Sorry. Gotta go find my father.
Be safe, you. Y'all remember that time on walking near home fire?
I'm pleased to see you awake.
Freya,
It was his choice. I couldn't take that from him.
you saved us all. I'll never forget that.
The family I thought I had was taken from me piece by piece. But there's comfort in the family I've chosen. Your mother was right, you know. You grew into that bow after all. You are a formidable warrior, but even more than that, you have a good heart. Nothing you've endured has changed that. I'm so proud of the man you've become, Atreus.
Thank you. For everything. I should find my father.
You should.
Atreus! Oh, you gave us quite a scare there.
Glad to see you too, Mimir. Listen. I want to thank you.
Oh, what else did you expect from the smartest man alive?
It's not just because you're smart. You listened to me, mentored me, and, well, you're basically another dad to me.
Lad.
No, I need you to hear it. I appreciate you so much.
Ah. I love you too, little brother.
See you, Mimir.
It's good to see you about, Atreus.
You too, Hildisvini.
I hear you're headed to Vanaheim with the Aesir.
That's correct.
And it's nice down here, huh? No loud noises. We're okay. You did so good today, boy. I'm so proud of you. Maybe later, we can find some treats.
Okay. My turn.
Who's that, huh? Yeah, we know him.
Maybe one of these days I'll surprise you.
Oh, you already have.
You were in good hands. Thank you for saving us.
I decided it would be better if I wrote the ending myself. You haven't told your father yet, have you?
Told him about what?
Come on. Giant visions? I already saw it. I get it.
Every part of me is telling me this is what I have to do. I just don't know how to say it.
Come with me. I've got something I want to show you. Both of you.
I do not wish to intrude.
This is for you too.
Atreus, I am glad you are well.
I'm glad you are too. So, what was the end of the story?
What?
Before Ragnarok, you promised to finish it if I fell asleep.
When death arrived, he asked why the old man had called for him. Seeing death before him caused the old man to reconsider his request. After a moment, he asked that death help him lift the logs onto his back, so that he may continue on his journey.
He wasn't ready to die.
He wished to keep living.
There's a lot of smoke out there.
Seems when Asgard fell, pieces of it landed all over the realms. There might still be some Einherjar near them, but that's not what I brought you here to see.
Mother? My shrine in Jotunheim. She destroyed it. She didn't want us to know our fate.
We forged our own path because of her.
She went against her own people. Our people. To protect you. They don't all open. I'm sorry.
Father, I need to talk to you about something. There are other giants out there, and I've got to find them. I think I know where to look, but they're my responsibility. I need to do this alone. I don't want to do it alone, but I need to. It's hard to explain.
Does it frighten you?
Yeah.
That is why you must do it.
Like you taught me. Yeah.
We survived today because of your choices. Who to trust, who to call friend. Son, you are ready.
Remember our promise.
Loki will go. Atreus. Atreus remains.
Take care of everyone.
did you see in there, brother?
A path. One I had never imagined.
And what now?
There is much to do. Much to rebuild. Would you join me?
Aye.
We'll see to it. Together.
All right, I guess that's the ending. Hold on, let me see. This thing is on. Yeah, it's on. Okay. Yeah, that's the ending. I loved this game. This is how you do a game. You know, a lot of games come out and they're half done, half finished, and like barely working. Like, oh God, I really don't want to name the games that don't work and are half-assed. Like, you know, developers need to do what these guys did and finish the game the hell out, even if it means, like, you know, pushing the game back a few years. Like, it's so freaking stupid that, you know, developers push out a game that ain't fucking ready to be done. It's like a half-baked chicken. Like, you gonna give everybody salmonella, you try to give that to people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just didn't finish it, and you gonna give everybody this half-cooked ass food. Like, you know, Thanksgiving is coming up. It's like, yeah, you know, you bring like half-cooked food to the Thanksgiving get-together and shit. It's just ridiculous. But, you know, these guys took their time. They wrote a coherent storyline. The combat wasn't boring and repetitive. A lot of games, they don't get the combat right, and you'll get like stuff like repetitive combat that's just like, you know, it's mind-numbing. It doesn't seem cool. My favorite boss battle was with Heimdall. Even though I hated that scumbag, he was the best one to fight because he was dodging and shit. That was so epic. Kind of reminded me of the Matrix or some shit like that. Like, he's dodging my hits and whatnot. That was pretty freaking cool. I enjoyed playing as Atreus. I like that new gaming mechanic. Yeah, there's just not much you can really complain about with this game, honestly. It's just, it was a very fun game. I loved almost all the characters. I mean, hell, even though I hated Heimdall, he was like, it was great to fight him and then take his ass the hell out, piece of shit. I loved Thor's daughter, Thrud. You know, I thought her mom was gonna be a problem at some point. She was gonna try to kill us because we killed her sons, but she's probably not a fighter or warrior, so yeah. She's just some lady. Felt bad that Thor died. I mean, he was just trying to impress his stupid dad Odin. That was a good storyline. That was a good fight between him, but nah, hands down the best fight we could have got was with Heimdall. And maybe even that one dude that fought, one of the Fit for Kings, the Callous dude that I fought. Forget his name, something the Callous. He was pretty cool to fight too, but other than that, yeah, this was really good.
We should
Hold on.
probably talk about Gná.
We don't need to talk about her. We just need to find her.
But Odin chose her as his new Valkyrie queen. A Vanir goddess. Your friend.
Gná pledged loyalty to Asgard long ago, and our friendship ended soon after.
What happened?
I made a choice.
One she couldn't accept. Kratos, she hates me. She will be a problem for us. Better we find her than she finds us.
Okay, yeah, I had to let them talk. All right, anyways, yeah, I'm gonna stop here. I'm not gonna keep walking because apparently it triggers them to talk. Yeah, like I love the soundtrack. That's another thing I liked about it. It was really good. The opening was very like sad. It reminded me of when I lost my pet Smokey when Fenrir died and Atreus was trying to send him off. That made me a little bit sad, but you know, cause I love that. That was automatically a 10 out of 10 off the rip because it's like instead of starting like, you know, chaotic or just, you know, generic beginning of a game, it gets you with that emotional beginning, and then, you know, you get to fight Thor in the like, beginning to, then it's like, all right, enough of that, it's time to fight. You fight Thor in that first boss battle with him, and yeah, that was pretty cool. I love this armor that I stayed with this dwarven armor that I got a while back in the game. It just looks good after you upgrade. Like if you notice, if you upgrade your armor, it changes its appearance. It looks better. Same with the weapons. They didn't used to look this shiny and good. Like the Chaos blades look like rusted blades. Like it had dust and shit on it. And then after a while, when you upgrade your weapons, they change appearances. You see how it looks all sleek and good. It blends in with my armor. It matches. I like to match when I wear certain pieces of clothing or armor in games. I want to make sure I look good, you know, or it at least matches if I don't like the way it looks. But yeah, it just looks good. I like that I finished on this note too. Voice acting was good, definitely, with the music, of course. I think I just said that about the soundtrack. The soundtrack was amazing. I like the settings for subtitles. That was pretty good. You get to change the colors of the people who are talking and what's being said. I like that you could change that out and even put like a black background on the back of it so that it's not white on white. Like, you know how these, like, it's naming a development team right here. And like, you notice how if you put white on white, like behind on the snow, it's kind of hard to see, but not really. They actually did this well. Some games don't know how to freaking do this. Another game I played where it was white on white and I could barely read the fucking subtitles or read anything that was being said or where we were. It was just ridiculous. Development teams, they don't like a lot. I'm just gonna name the studios: EA, Ubisoft, you know, all those AAA hitters who just don't know how to freaking make a game nowadays. They used to make good games back in the day, and now they just like they don't even try. They just want to get paid. That's all it seems like, you know. And it's just like it's gotten bad. It's gotten really bad. Like I could still read this shit, even on putting it over the snow. I could still read the names. That little detail right there is why this game is better, or why games like this, I mean to say, is better than those companies. It's just like they try to finish a game and not shit something out that is like garbage and half finished. And this is just one of those games. It's just that it barely had any bugs. It did have a couple bugs. Couple of enemies weren't appearing as soon as you try to fight them. They say they're right there, but they weren't there, and they had to pop in. Like the textures had to pop in immediately, and I think they updated that. People probably complained about that because I'm not the only one who had to deal with that, where the enemies weren't appearing at first, or your character wasn't popping in after a cutscene. Like I remember I was racing Angerboda. One of my scenes I put up on YouTube was when I was racing her the last time as a wolf, and when I changed back into Atreus, I my whole torso wasn't there. It didn't appear and shit. It was funny as hell. I didn't get mad because it's like, you know, not everything could be perfect. I've had games that were like perfect like this, and they had a couple bug issues. But it's like, it's so non-issued, it's like not that serious. It's alright. Like, I'll name one game. I played Saints Row, and that was a catastrophe. The AI was stupid, they didn't know how to drive, glitchy, buggy as hell ass game. They rushed that out instead of making it good like the original Saints Rows. This one is actually, you know, this didn't have barely little to No, not really any bugs, just texture pop-ins. That's it for the enemies. Not even with the surrounding area. Like if you like went through an area like this area like a cave or went out into a field, everything popped in fine. Just the enemies sometimes didn't fully load in and they would be there. But yeah, I would just pull my shield out and block. So if I couldn't see them, they hit my shield until they popped up. I'd start attacking. What else I liked? Not really anything, like I said, I disliked about this. Very emotional scenes. I love how Sindri changed. He used to be a little punk, and then like once Brock died, he was just like, fuck you guys, I'm doing what I want. Shut up, just fight, The ending of when we were attacking Asgard, he just didn't give a fuck. He killed, I don't think he killed Odin. I think he just, I don't know, just destroyed the orb that was holding him. That was about it. But yeah, he turned into a badass after Brock disappeared or died, and that was pretty sad too. Felt bad that he had to, they had to do something. You gotta have a couple of good characters, get knocked off and whatnot. I couldn't believe that plot twist with Tyr. He was actually pretending to be Tyr, but he's a god, so I'm not surprised that Odin could appear in one place or another, like he could be in multi places at once. He's omnipresent. I think that's the word for it. Like he could be Tyr and be in Asgard at the same time talking shit to Thor or whatever, right? Like that was pretty. I didn't think Tyr, but then again, this dude is the god of war. Why was he acting like a punk? That's what made me like really annoyed. But I could see why he didn't fight. He didn't fight because he didn't want people to catch on that it was Odin. He would be using Odin's abilities. So everybody would be like, huh, this dude, this is not Tyr. Tyr doesn't fight like that, and people were caught on. Just like how Brock did. Yeah, Brock was pretty smart in that one instant. He caught on to the fact that, like, if he knew a way into Asgard, why, didn't he tell us? Why did he wait till now to tell us? And, yeah, that's when Odin was like, fucking shut up, and stabbed him. Oh yeah, I loved her. I loved that she changed. She doesn't try to kill you the whole game. That would have got annoying real quick. And like if she was like all the way to the end, she changed mid game. God, I forgot her name. Freya. Oh my God, I forgot this lady's name right here. Freya, I love her. She was good, and her brother was cool, and the rest of his clique, his crew was cool. But yeah, she was pretty cool. I think I hope to see her in the next game, and of course we're gonna see Atreus. Excuse me, and Grabota. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, can't wait to see the next game with Freya and them, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay of this game, and yeah, I will talk to you when I start a new one. Peace.